said by this time, I think I said by 22, which is past, I would have 10 Oscars, Grammys, and Academy Awards.
You know, kids don't have any perception of
children.
Yeah.
10. Girl, okay. But I love that. And that's see, some people don't dream big. If you don't dream big, then but I just thought that was so hilarious. When I read it, I said, "Oh, honey."
Joining us on this episode.
You got walls and a roof. Well,
for the people living their life like a movie. Real talk between real sisters. Hey, step siblings. Welcome back to Between Sisters Podcast. Hey, step siblings. I'm Corrine.
And I'm Kayla.
And you're listening to another episode of Between Sisters. Juneteenth is coming up, so we thought it would be appropriate that the movie that we pulled our inspiration for today's combo from was Miss Juneteenth.
Yes.
Okay. Miss Juneteenth, this came out a couple years ago. I saw it a couple years ago. Kayla watched it for the first time just now. It follows Turquoise, who is a former Miss Juneteenth winner and a single mother who pushes her daughter to compete in the same pageant she once believed would change her life. The film explores ambition, financial struggle, motherhood, and what happens when dreams don't unfold in the way people imagined.
Yeah, it was deep.
It was.
To say the least.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about chasing. In the movie, she's, for lack of a better word, broke. Right?
Right.
But she's chasing this better life. So we're going to talk about chasing dreams while you're broke and what happens when your dreams don't unfold like you thought you would.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't always mean they're not going to happen. It's just not in the order that you thought it was going to happen. So I first want to start on dreams versus survival mode.
Okay.
Because it's kind of hard to dream
when you're in survival mode.
Right.
Yes. And dang, that's really, I'm sorry, that's a word. Because it's really,
okay.
That just hit me like when you said it. Because it really is hard to dream when you're in survival mode. You're just thinking about moving on to the next day or the next paycheck or, you know, whatever. You don't have time to be sitting there thinking about X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. And I think sometimes you can get in a mode where you're hustling in the terms of your right now job.
Right.
Or even your career job. Because some people, when you're in your career job and you love it and like you want to climb, but like there's still other things that you want to explore. Like even if it's a hobby, even if it's not something that you want to become your career, like just anything. And it's like you start to get really tired.
Yeah.
And then you're burnt out by the time it's time to explore your other things. It's like, now I'm tired.
It's almost like it's stealing your creativity in a way.
Even a lot of people have been saying their 9 to 5 has like messed up their gym life.
I can see that.
Like it is just so tiring. That's why I'm like, I am the person who goes to the 6 a.m. workout class just because it really does help just get it out the way.
Yeah, I like to go swimming before work. So
that's a lot. Especially as a black woman. Wow.
It is, but you know, no, you get the good caps.
Okay.
The ones that they used in the Olympics.
You went and dumped your head in the pool before work?
I did. But those caps really do work.
So your hair wasn't getting wet. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, your hair is not going to dry for another 7 hours.
But needless to say, I would either do that or do a workout class. But I have to do it before. If I wait until after, I'm like procrastinating like crazy. It's terrible.
Yeah. I feel like hustle culture and burnout does affect your ambition. Because, and then it gets to when, you know, you get into overtime and all this stuff. Yeah. And then you get home, you don't want to do anything but sit down.
And eat.
Okay. Because I know sometimes when I go sit down after a long day, it's hard to get back up.
There's like a TikTok trend going on right now, and people are like, as soon as I get home, I start cooking. Like they're not even taking off their like uniforms or anything. That's me. Because they're like, as soon as I sit down, I'm not getting up.
That's me.
Yeah.
I put my bag down and I immediately go and start putting my stuff on. Because even if I know, I wash my hands
Right.
and I immediately start doing it. I'll sometimes, like, if I have like a sweater on, I'll take it off, but that's it.
Wow.
I'm like in there because even if I have to, it's usually if I have to prep something. So if I have to put something in the oven, and I know I'm going to put it in the oven for like 45 minutes, I want to have it in the oven while I'm unwinding.
Of course.
So that once I'm unwound, is that the word? Unwound?
It sounds
Then
good.
I can eat. No, it's just too much. So the emotional reality of chasing dreams while financially struggling is kind of what the movie is about. Because she's broke.
Yeah.
But the problem with this is when you are not, I guess, where you want to be, there's also a lot of people in the background. Like, you worried about this, you need to worry about what you need to worry about. But I also don't believe in quitting. Like, I know a lot of people are like wanting to leave their job once they get the dream that they have going, or like whatever it is, like they want to open a bakery or something, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna quit my job. But I'm like, I don't necessarily think that people should leave until they're ready, because some people have that notion of like, well, I'm just gonna leave and jump out there. It's different if you get fired, or like if you get laid off, or like something happens. But like, to quit before you're ready, you're gonna start getting what is the word, desperate, and then you'll do anything. Like, you want to have that level of security while you're building it, so that when you leap, you don't have to take any deal.
I know sometimes for some people they have to do that though. Like, it's their mentality. They're like, if I don't take this leap right now, I'm not gonna put
but
my all
that's not a
into
smart
it.
leap. A leap is once you get to a certain position, like, oh, this is building, this is going, I need to quit to scale this, right?
Yeah.
Not, some people just are like, well, I'm gonna do this, and they stop.
I think the best way to think about it is when you can no longer like take time away from the other things that you're doing, and the 9-to-5 is like messing that up for you, then it's time to go. Then you know.
Yeah. And I feel like you need to plan for it.
Yeah.
Like, save and all the things, because I'm telling you, if it happens the other way around, it's not, you'll wish that you'll wish, dang, I wish I was able to keep it on. So if you are able to stay in that position, stay in it for a second. Don't feel like you have to quit. I also want to talk about dreams unfolding not in the way that people thought they would have. So that's a theme in the movie, because the main character, who was a former pageant winner, where she wins a scholarship, a full ride scholarship to any HBCU of her choice. So she's thinking, okay, this is going to change my life, because I'm going to go to school, I'm going to get a degree, and I'm going to be fine.
I'm gonna get out the hood.
Okay. And then she winds up getting pregnant and can't go, and then can't do it, and this, that, and the third. So those dreams didn't happen the way she thought they were going to on that trajectory. Without any spoilers, by the end of the movie, she's able to come somewhat of the dream, like, that she wanted, of like independence and things of that nature, but it wasn't the way that she thought it was. And the whole movie, she's trying to push her daughter into the formula that she thought her dreams were going to happen. But you have to be okay with letting it happen how it's going to happen. There's no blueprint.
Yeah, there's no blueprint. I always say God's plan. And I know sometimes it's looking crazy. But I feel like everything happens for a reason, and you've needed those lessons that you're learning, so that once you get the dream, you know what I mean, then you'll know how to take care of it. You'll know how to make it flourish.
I also think that people struggle with pivoting.
Yeah.
And changing direction. You gotta know how to pivot, and pivot quickly if you need to. Some people, I was watching the other day, do you know Jazz Turner?
I don't think so.
She is a influencer and a YouTuber, and she does like all her content's like glow up content.
Oh, okay.
But not just like, oh, I'm going to Pilates and drinking matcha and doing my makeup. It's like the whole inner workings of it and all that nature. She was on the Off the Record podcast recently. I think I literally just watched it yesterday. But she was saying how she went to school, she went to law school, she was a lawyer and stuff, but she was like so unhappy. And she had to pivot, right, into what she was doing now. Most people, if they like went through and went to law school and like became the lawyer, did the thing, they'll be like, no, this has to be the thing, instead of embracing the pivot that had to happen.
You know what's weird? I hear a lot of stories from entrepreneurs who they're like, I was a lawyer, I was an attorney, and I wasn't happy, and now I'm doing this. I don't know. It's like such a common theme right now.
I don't know. That's
I just
so
heard
weird.
that. Like, I was at the Small Business Expo, and one of the keynote speakers, I wish I remembered her name, but her brand is like, pitch please. Like, that's her whole brand.
I'm screaming.
Yeah. She did a great speech and everything like that, but that was her story too. She was a lawyer and now
I think that being a lawyer is so much more diverse than people realize, that you can kind of go into a bunch of different things when you're a lawyer, because you can go to into different industries, and then you might find out you really like other sides of that industry and then go into that. So I feel like I understand that. I feel like lawyers, marketing, like there are certain things, business, that you can kind of go into anything and then discover a new passion and kind of take it forward there. But some people won't, because they're scared. I also feel like society has this pressure on like young people to have it figured out because of social media. All you see all day is everybody who has and allegedly has it all figured out.
You know what the worst is? When you have been following someone and you don't know their age, and then you randomly will see a birthday post, you're like, we're the same age. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay. Not anything about looks wise, but just what they're doing. And it's like, oh, wait, we're the same age. Okay, let me get in my bag. I mean, I'm in my bag, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
I always look at the people who are maybe like 5 years ahead of me. Like I know a lot of the people that I follow right now are like in their early 30s.
Yeah, me too.
And they're like getting these accolades of success. So I'm like, okay, I need to be doing this now,
right?
So I can get this. That's how I look at it. I don't look at it like I need to be already getting this award or something. I recently found a note that I wrote myself when I was a child, which is crazy. And it was a long note, and it was called My Life Until Now.
Oh, okay.
And I was talking about myself. I think it was like a project that we had to do.
Probably. That sounds like a project
for school. And I was talking about myself and like all the things I loved, and then I was talking about what I wanted for myself in the future. Which is so beautiful. But it was funny because I was like, oh, I want to work in the entertainment industry, and I was like, oh, I do now, like, period, you'll be proud. But I said by this time, I think I said by 22, which is past, I would have 10 Oscars, Grammys, and Academy Awards.
You know, kids don't have like, any perception of
children.
Yeah.
10. Girl, okay. But I love that. And that's see, some people don't dream big. If you don't dream big, then but I just thought that was so hilarious. When I read it, I said, oh honey.
Sweetheart. Let me tell you something.
Okay. Do you think that stability is more valuable than passion?
No. And like, okay, so I feel like it's kind of sad when you have no passion, right? But I can understand how someone could be like, listen, I need to be stable, and you can have a happy life with like
happy wife, happy life. Sorry, that popped in my head when you said that.
Sorry, I like that song too. But like, you can have like a perfectly happy great life with just doing something that you're like, okay, this is sustainable and this gives me stability and I'm good. I don't need all the other stuff. But I do think it's kind of sad when you don't have a passion for anything.
Yeah.
That just seems very sad.
Having a passion like gets you up and moving.
Yeah.
It makes you do good in the world. I feel like you should be trying to contribute to society in a good way, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that, and that's through like everyone
like
should
that.
be everyone should be contributing to society in a good way, not a bad way,
right?
In a good way,
yeah,
in whatever way that is. And I feel like everyone should be contributing some sort of service to society, like in helping people in some way, in whatever way you can. I don't know if this is like the Howard University alumna talking in me, in truth and service.
Is that your
that was the motto of the school,
yeah.
In truth and service. But I do think that's important, like to give back when you can, to even if like you volunteer when you can, like just something to help, right?
Well, now I can bring up my alma mater's saying, it all matters. I feel like people, you know, they think
I never knew that.
Yeah, it all matters. Because really, it does all matter. People think some things are just really, you know, little, who cares, or no one's going to see it. But it all matters.
Yeah. Okay,
for the greater good.
Yeah, I just think that if you don't have a passion, you're not doing something that could be great for society. I don't know. And your job is being of service to people and helping people, because every job is important. And I know that from just working up the ranks at my job. I feel like it's so, and when you work on a TV show, you really learn about life, which sounds weird, but it's like you really learn that every single person and every single task is really important, no matter how much you think it's like, really, do we need to do this, is stupid. No, like it's actually really important. And like every single job and like things like is really important. Right. So if your passion is just to do well at your job and like put a smile on someone's face, then that's fine too. But let it be a passion. Yes. Don't just like because then I feel like you're not contributing good. You don't have like good energy because you're like, girl, I don't want to be here.
It's just sad.
Yeah. Okay. I also want to talk about people projecting their unrealized dreams onto others, because that happens throughout the movie, right? You see the daughter wanting to do her own thing and do her own talent and do her own, and her mom's like, no, you need to do this like I did it, and you need to do this like I did it, because you need to have this certain structure. And I see that a lot with people. One, just if you only know a certain way of success, you push that onto everyone else. Like, well, no, you need to do this. And it's like, well, they might be successful doing it this way. Right. It makes me think of, like, Kai Cenat. Because I'm like, no one probably thought that, like, in his like family, like, I mean, they probably were supportive of him, but no one probably thought that he would get to this level of success, because we haven't seen it, right? So there's always people who do stuff that like you've never seen, so it's not really one space. And I also feel like people talk down on what you're doing if they don't understand it either, because then they're like, girl, that's not gonna work. If people think things are like a pipe dream, they just don't see the vision, they're gonna talk down on it, you know. A pipe dream is when you're not working towards it. If you're working towards it, then it's like, okay, I see you're trying, right? And be honest about working towards it. Are you really working towards it, or are you really going hard? I feel like it's easy to be lackadaisical with yourself in that way.
Yeah.
Am I really putting in the work, or, you know?
Yeah, I feel like it's easy to not be honest with yourself with that.
I watch so many interviews of like successful people, and they're like, yeah, I work every single day, and you're like, oh,
Right.
You don't take the weekends off. No,
They don't.
and I'm like, oh, okay. And now even with doing this with us, like, Kayla and I are hosting events now for our podcast, so we hope that you guys are tuned into that and coming if you're in New York City. But even now with doing that, I'm like, any time of the day or night, I'm on my phone, communicating.
Yes, on my phone, on my laptop, making a shake. That's
so I'm like, oh, this is what it takes to keep stuff running.
But that's what they say.
Oh, I'm turning this off at this time.
Yeah, that's what they say. They're like, you're either gonna do your like a 9 to 5, or you're gonna have it 24/7.
Yeah, and I always used to see those TikToks, but I was like, oh, but no, like
it's a 24/7.
There is no putting your phone down at 5. There is no closing your laptop at 5. That is only for your job,
right?
But like your other stuff outside of your job, it'll be anytime. People are like, ding, 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 and you better answer.
Yeah,
because I also like to act with a sense of urgency.
You do.
I it annoys me when people don't have a sense of urgency.
Yeah,
like it, because I'm like, what are we doing?
Right. Yeah,
we doing it or we're not. I know maybe I'm like, I need to relax.
Sometimes
meditate.
Like sometimes I can say sometimes you can
maybe I need
take
to
it
do breathing.
Yeah,
but I'm like, let's go. Oh, what's next?
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing, but I think sometimes it's like, okay, girl, we're okay.
Okay, do you feel a pressure of, well, not you personally, but do you feel like there is, in the grand scheme of things, a pressure of dream chasing that is empowering or emotionally draining?
I feel like they go hand in hand. Like, it can be very empowering to be dream chasing and stuff, but sometimes it can get emotionally draining when things aren't going your way, when you feel like you're not getting the progress that you want to get, or, you know, things like that. That can be emotionally draining.
But I also feel like it's a privilege to, and it's a blessing to be tired from doing something that you love and doing something that you want to do, right? Like, I get tired at my job anyway. Like, when I'm tired from doing stuff for like our podcast, I'm also fulfilled, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
So I feel like emotionally draining, I don't want to use that terminology
because it has a negative connotation.
Because I do feel fulfilled and empowered when I'm doing it. Can it be like, whoa, like a lot of things are happening at once?
Yes,
absolutely.
But I'm happy at the end of it.
It's a privilege to have pressure.
Yeah,
because you could have no motion.
Oh, it's a motion party you can have. So.
And that's not cool to have no motion.
No.
And I am emotional. You know, my friends and I, we have a group chat called Motion Girls Entertainment, MGE.
You better trademark it. Somebody might try and take it.
It's already documented.
Oh.
No, it's documented here. Like,
you're right.
Anyway, MGE, that's our name for our friend group. And whenever we're doing something, we're like, MGE? And when we say MGE, we know exactly who's coming.
I got you. AOA.
AOA. Okay. Have y'all been seeing that TikTok page of the guy running Vinny?
Yeah.
A man named Vinny running his restaurant in Atlanta.
It's called V12.
And he walks in every day
for lineup.
Like every day that he has all the people say hi to him. He asks the man who was late today, and he always lies and says no one was late. And then he's like, oh really, because I heard such and such was late. And he's like, oh yeah, but that was the only one. Like, he just lies every day that nobody was late,
because he be flipping up. They just had an episode with him too. Did you see that?
I don't keep up with it. I just see it when I see it.
In with it.
Oh my gosh.
And he got the scheduling messed up because he's one of the managers. His name starts with a G. I'm forgetting it right now. But they had to sit down with him and one of the servers.
Okay, but this is the premises of it, right? She knows all of this because they document everything.
Yeah.
He records every day. He comes in and like the whole staff cheers when he walks in. And then he's like, they're in a lineup and he's like, let me see your cash that you have for, I guess, like change and tips. Let me see your pen. Let me see your outfit. And he's like, it better be starched. There better not be one wrinkle. There better not be any makeup. The tights and stuff. Like, he doesn't play about his like outfits or whatever.
And if it's not right, he will send you home.
And he's like, you better have full glam, you better have this. And then when all the celebrities come into the restaurant, he makes them all like stand in the front and they all scream with like signs and sparklers and stuff.
And he's standing there like,
yeah, and he's like turn it up. Oh my gosh,
I love it. I love it.
So, but it's so chaotic because he makes them say AOA after everything, which is what? Audible Order Acknowledgement.
Yes.
That's what it stands for. And he says it every 5 minutes. So he'll be like, that shirt is a wrinkle, AOA.
AOA.
And that's how it goes.
That's it. Yeah.
So everyone on TikTok is like watching it because he kind of talks to them crazy a little bit. And so, but like, he's just running, he's running a strict program. Like, you can tell he doesn't play about his shop.
Yeah.
But everyone gets a kick out of it because they're like, I could not work there.
No, it's funny. Now I catch myself when I'm watching it. I'm like, when they're in lineup and I can see something's wrong, I'm calling it out. I'm like, those are not the right tights.
Ooh.
Your hair is not half up, half down. Like, you don't have the red lip.
Ooh.
Where are your heels? Why is your shirt not starched?
I think that he's like trying to get a show, and I think that is a really smart way of trying to push out and get a show.
Me too.
I'm enjoying it. We got off track.
I know.
Like, how do we even get to this? Okay, let's talk about people grieving where they thought they were gonna be at a certain time. I know some people are like, well, I thought this was gonna happen by this point in time, so they get really sad. I know I just try and be like, I know I'm on God's path, so whatever God has for me is better than I could even dream.
Right.
So I don't even think like that.
And I like to think about all the positives. Like, maybe you're not exactly where you thought you would be, or you don't have the things that you thought you would have, but look at what you do have. And you might have things that you're like, wait, I didn't imagine this, or just things that you should just be grateful for now. Like, I like to think like that.
I think I'm such an ambitious person that I always am like, okay, what's next? Like, what's the next thing I have to do, right?
But you have to enjoy the moment.
Right. So but I'm very good at that. I'm very good at like being so appreciative where I'm like, even like every time I step on set, I'm like, this is it.
Right.
But like, I feel like when I look at my resume and when I go update my resume and things like that, or when I look at like my photo album and I see pictures with me and my friends, like all the things, I'm like, it allows me to really like step back and be like, wow, like, okay, you're popping. Right. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm so in it, where I'm like, oh, I gotta do when I'm like so in it trying to get to the next goal, like I gotta do this and this and this so I could get like, I don't know, get a good review or something, I don't know, whatever. It's like you gotta step back and look at that, because you could get caught up in that and feel like you're not good when you are. Does that make sense?
Yeah. some, like, I know for me, I'll look at my portfolio. It's like, you can see how much I've grown in my portfolio.
The proof
like,
is in the pudding.
Yeah, so it's just seeing stuff like that. That keeps me motivated. Even if I'm thinking I'm not where I'm at, it's like, I'm still further than I was. I'm still going.
And I'm like, when I look at my like, every time anyone sees my resume, they're like, what the heck?
Yeah, your resume is stacked.
They're like, what
it's really
the
cool.
heck? I'm so impressed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when I was in it, like, I mean, I'm in it now, but like, but I've learned to appreciate it now. When I was in it at the beginning and I was like working, I didn't even see. And then all of a sudden I sat back and looked at it and said, oh, snap. When did I do all that?
Right.
So I think that's important to really just like look at what you're doing and be like, okay, I'm good. Not, I'm in it, I need to find out what I'm going to do and this, that, and the third. Just sit back and look at it. I don't know. That's my tip of the day. We are going to do our segment Sister Sound Off, which is what we end every episode on. Sister Sound Off is where we take 30 seconds to pause the conversation and speak our mind. Hear us out. So, do you want to start?
Okay.
Okay. So, 30 seconds. Go.
I feel like there's just nothing better than being your original self, your true self, and really just coming up with your own type of ideas, flows, whatever. So I just want to encourage everyone to think within themselves, think about their own creativity, and push that out to the world.
Are you talking about the 4 and the 5?
I was trying not to be rude, but like yeah, I'm talking about the 4 and the 5. Okay, we're talking about the 4 and the 5.
That is what everyone has been talking about.
We're talking about it also with Vinny and AOA. There's another restaurant making videos talking about AOA. Come on.
This is the problem, right? This is the problem. It is okay to be inspired by something.
Absolutely.
And like be like inspired and be like, okay, like I gotta like get on my stuff and do something and create something and think of something. It is not okay to just copy and take. And when you are taking key elements of their brand and just redoing it, that's copying.
Yeah.
But if you are like, oh, like that was really inspiring, and you make something of your own with that, like that's okay. If he would have been inspired, I mean, I've never seen the other restaurant, so this is the first time hearing of this. If he was inspired by Vinny and what he's doing, and he was like, that's so cool, I'm gonna document my restaurant and stuff, he could have documented his restaurant in his own way, not use the other guy's catchphrase. That's copying, that's jacking, and it sets you up, one, to always be not the original. Like, it sets you up to be compared to this other restaurant. It sets you up. Like, every time people, they're like, oh, that's Vinny's thing,
right?
Instead of you being the thing, right? And then also, it's really
what I don't like with the discourse right now in the 4th of 5, a lot of people are like, oh, it's a trend. I'm like, that's not a trend. That's their brand that they worked hard to create.
Like, it's different.
You know, it's different.
It's different if you were like, we're gonna make a group page,
right?
Then we're gonna make a group page doing the same style and like whatever,
the same name,
the same style, the same voice, and like all the things,
intros,
like
and everything.
That is where it gets, you know. But I think that I hope that like I hope that everyone in this situation is okay and like taking care of themselves, and I just feel like everyone can learn from this, and
everyone can succeed. I feel like you just should be original when doing it.
Yeah, because if you come into something just copying someone else, it's like you're never gonna be ahead of the curve. It's like you have to look to others to know what to do next. So, and once you start being original and being yourself, then you don't have to do that, right? So that's my take. I think that it's okay to be, everyone is inspired by everything. Yeah. That's like the whole point of life. Creativity. Like, everyone is inspired by everything, but it's different for me to be inspired than to just do the same thing. Yeah.
Jack your whole style, your whole flow. Yeah. Your whole everything. But I do like the idea of having like it girls in like different cities in America or even around the world. Like I like the idea of that.
Just do your own thing. And I also think timing is everything. Yes. And timing can make or break how some people look at different things, right? So be aware of that too. Yeah. Okay.
But let the girlies shine.
Yeah, I feel like everyone, that situation has like blown up. It's blown up. I've been seeing like a lot of commentary on that. I saw the editor-in-chief of Complex posting about that. So I just hope that everyone learns from it. Yeah. Because it's not cool to be thought of in that way, right? Of course. So I hope everyone's okay and all the things. Okay. My turn. My sister sound off today is don't be afraid to reach out to people to support you because you never know who's going to show up. And I feel like I am the type of person where I'm like, oh, I don't want to ask anybody for anything or this, that, and the third. And it's like, we are having our first ever podcast event and I shook it off and reached out to a bunch of people that was like, hey, can you support us in this way, this, that, and the third? And everyone was like, of course. Right. And I was like, oh. And one of my really good friends told me, Corrine, I've heard your dreams, right? And this thing just doesn't happen like you working away. Like, it takes a village, and I intend to show up in your village. I was like,
that's beautiful, actually.
So
that's a friend.
Don't feel like, oh, I don't want to ask anyone for any, I don't want to bother anyone. That's me. I'm like, I don't want to bother anyone. Everyone's busy.
I know, that is her.
But
to a T.
People will show up for you. Yeah. Yeah.
The people who rock with you will rock with you. Okay. Yeah. I agree.
So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Let us know down below if you have watched Miss Juneteenth, and if you haven't, watch it. It was really good, and it's really festive to watch for the Juneteenth holiday. What are y'all getting into on Juneteenth? Let us know, and let us know how you feel about the topics we talked about today. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We will see you next time. Bye.